It might be over soon.
In the art of storytelling, narrative structure can take many forms. Through the process of researching these forms, I found myself drawn to narratives that utilize existing stories and imagery to tell new stories. I also drew inspiration from narratives that use the imagery of nature to tell their story. These were the themes that I drew inspiration from as I began creating my initial 4 narratives. The themes that inspired my narratives were echoed in Bon Iver's song 00000 Using the words from this song, I began to explore and construct multiple narrative directions. Book 1 was inspired by a verse in the song that describes the freedom to come and go as a waltz. The ultimate act of freedom is dance, and recording the process of learning to waltz was an interesting way to explore this freedom. After finding 2 pairs of volunteers, I showed them a short waltzing instruction video. I then recorded the pairs attempting to waltz for 30 seconds. I repeated this 2 more times for a total of 3 videos. I then overlaid the videos to show the process of learning that took place. For Book 2, I further explored the concept of freedom by inviting participants to create their own story using the words from all of the lists. Each participant approached the construction of their sentence in a unique way, some asking questions and others diving right in. Some were quick, some were slow. Some participants paid attention to the arrangement of their words, and some laid out their words in a straight line. In the end, the stories were as unique to each person as their individual creative process. Book 3 communicates the change we take as we strive and the futility of this striving by melting and evaporating text made from ice. It took me a while to figure out how to make the ice, but eventually I settled on using a simple text ice tray that I found at a craft store. I recorded multiple takes of the ice melting and evaporating in a frying pan. Each take was different, and I especially enjoyed how the letters danced as they melted and disappeared. The last book combined found imagery with hand-drawn letters as an exploration of things seen and unseen. The found imagery was from a spiritual kids book that I got at Goodwill, and the letters were created using Sharpie, a carbon-based ink. This book established the direction for the following narrative explorations that made up the balance of this project. Continuing the exploration of things seen versus things unseen, I used this part of the project to play with the physical and digital world. For this narrative, I embraced belief and explored the unseen thoughts, feelings, and beliefs hidden within all of us. After taking portraits of 5 people, I interviewed them to discover their feelings and beliefs. To accent the tactile physical world, I mounted the images on rough-cut cedar boards connected with leg screws. I then created icons out of the first letter of each person's name and used the icon as markers for an augmented reality experience. When viewed through a mobile camera while visiting a website I created, these icons opened up digital type outlining these people's hidden thoughts and feelings. For the last exploration of things seen and unseen, I installed a scavenger hunt on the local hiking trails. The instructions were created using hunter orange tape, and the prizes to be found were constructed using words wrapped in camouflage tape. I also used transparent film for the instructions and laminated everything to protect from the dampness of the woods in March. The process of creating these books turned me on to crafting designs into an experience for the audience, not just talking at them, but with them. From magnets that allow the user to construct their own story to a scavenger hunt in which the audience takes initiative and explores their world in a different way, I discovered that valuable narratives require audience interaction and challenge the audience as they interact with the story.